All right, this is it. This is the software that is going to change your life. It will change your business. It will make everything better. You'll be able to sleep easier. You'll be able to scale faster. You'll be able to provide a higher level of service. You'll be able to get your costs down. You'll be able to tighten up your production. You'll be able to have amazing packing, plating, delivery. Everything will be improved with this. And it sounds hyperbolic. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but trust me, I've been doing this a long time. And if we had something like this years ago, our business would be in a completely different place right now. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. This is the customer management area. As you could tell up here, a bunch of dummy data loaded in here so you can see some of the bells, whistles, tricks, and features that we've got going on. One thing I want to draw your attention to is we've got customers and corporate accounts. What does this mean? You also notice down here under account type, we've got family, personal. You'll see corporate somewhere again if I scroll long enough. In any case, what does that mean? Well, let's say that you've got a corporate client and the boss is willing to pay for the lunch of all the employees or maybe all of the food, whatever, and it's all going to be on the boss's credit card. Well, instead of setting up 10, 20, 50 employees with different accounts and the boss's credit card on everybody's account so he's able to pay for them, kind of risky for the boss, right? Well, this allows you to have what some may call a parent account and children account. So you have the parent account that has the billing information on it. Maybe the delivery information is also going to be synced if they're all at the same business and it's all being delivered there. Or you could also set it up so they get delivery to their personal houses and the boss is still paying for it. You can also split it up so that the boss is paying for 5 meals a week to take care of their lunches while they're at work. And people can also order above and beyond that, which is good for you because now they're ordering more meals. All that can be done. And I should have started with this. I'm going to go fast. This will be a breeze, a skim over not even the entire set of features that this has, because I can go very deep and it'd be a very long video. I will do specific tutorials on each section and module and how to do everything and put the information in and set everything up. And also all these features, if your business doesn't need them, if you have 1 delivery week, you don't need 2 delivery weeks, this is pretty customizable. So let's say you don't have any keto or traditional, you don't have different types of menus. You've got 5 menu items. You don't need all the extra bells and whistles. That's fine. You don't have to use them. But in case you wanted to expand your company, this would run a company that is more complex than Fit Food Fresh is right now. Fit Food Fresh has over 150 items on the menu, 2 deliveries a week. We've got a myriad of different combinations of how you can order and everything. If it can handle Fit Food Fresh and more complicated business models than that, it can take care of whatever the hell you're doing, I assure you. So again, skimming right through it just to show you an overview of some of the superpowers you're going to have. Next line, we're only on the next line. Delivery, overnight, commercial. You could set up multiple different delivery routes. We have overnight where our drivers leave at midnight. So that would be the overnight delivery. And then we have commercial. We call it the AM, but this is just another term. You can change it. But AM and commercial, they're really the same. We started it for businesses that aren't going to be able to pick up the bags early from their doorstep. They're not opening until, no one gets to the office until 8 a.m. or 9. So you don't want the food sitting out on the doorstep all night. Maybe it's a business that you can't get access to that suite because it's in a lockdown commercial building. You can't get access until it opens up in the morning. Multitude of different reasons that you'd have the 2 different delivery routes. Whether or not you need them now, you will need them in the future. This already accommodates for it. We also have a redelivery route, which isn't something that you can opt onto. That's for when there's a mistake on one of the other 2 delivery routes, and that one goes out in the afternoon just to make sure people get their food that day. This can optimize the routes for that, track who needs the redelivery, whatever. That's all done through this. It's crazy how deep this rabbit hole goes. Meals. I can figure out this. This is an idea of the meal plan that the person's on, how many meals they're ordering a week. This also has the ability to have portions. So you can have portions of the same meal item, different portions, large, small, however you want to do it. I like doing regular and then small. So everything, we won't get into that. That's a different thing. But just talking about the features, 10 meals, 8 meals, 4 meals, however many meals they want. This will allow the system to pick for them. So if the person doesn't put in an order, if this is how you want your business model to work, which is something I suggest, people are busy. They forget to put in the order, even though they want your food. 52 weeks a year, we're going to be eating food, right? 52 weeks a year, we need food. 52 weeks a year might not always be able to remember to put in that order, to set aside the 5 or 10 minutes to put in the order. And I've even got more on that. I can keep going. I can go on all these tangents of almost anything I touch on today. I could do like another hour on, so I'll try not to. So in any case, you're able to see that description, add an overview. Obviously, if you click the client profile, I'll be able to see all this information in more detail and more information, but this is just the overview. And this is even customizable. So this is just what they think the pertinent information you want to see is, but you have other pertinent fields that you want to see, go ahead, put them up here. Diet, you could have the diet picked. This person doesn't have a diet, so they pick all over the board if there was an auto pick. Allergies, this will tell the system to stay away from this stuff. You could put down an allergy, maybe it's not a real allergy, but just something that person doesn't like seafood. So you put down seafood and fish, shellfish, whatever. It'll avoid picking that stuff for them. Subscription status, it'll tell you, your employees, whoever's handling these files, add an overview. And I can then also sort these people based on this. So I could go after all the canceled people and say, hey, why'd you cancel? Let's get some feedback. Let's get you back on, see what the problem is, see if we can fix it. New, pending, active. Great, edit overview, email, resume date. So if they were paused, let's see if any of these people have a resume date. So this tells me when they canceled. So this one has a resume date, this data. And again, this is all demo data, so some of this stuff isn't filled out, but this would be a resume date. This one tells me that the resume date's actually passed, so I have to make sure that I follow up with that person they got back on. I'm like, hey, looking at the notes, back on the 5th of June when you paused, it says your expected resume date was the 21st. I haven't seen you put an order in yet, Dave. Let's get you back on. They might forget. These are busy people. You're catering to the busiest people in your area, in your delivery zone. Let's look at what the orders look like. Look at that. We got a QR code. What's that QR code going to be useful for? I don't know. Maybe plating and packing. Maybe I'll be able to scan a bag when it's packed to know what stuff's supposed to be in it. I can also scan that bag as a delivery driver. I could scan that bag as a confirmation saying that it was dropped or that it was picked up, and everything's tracked by the system. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? All right, here's the meal split. 9 and 9. That person is getting 18 meals a week. And you can pre-program this depending on what your delivery route, your delivery breakdown is. You know, if you do 2 deliveries a week versus 3 deliveries a week versus 1 delivery a week, you're able to set all this up. So this person's getting 12 a week. Sounds like they're getting 2 meals a day for 6 days a week. Maybe they're freelancing a bit for their morning meals. They're making that up as they go along, and maybe Sunday's their cheat day or something like that, so they don't need you. That looks like the situation here. This person's getting 5 and 5. We got all that split. This person, look at this, getting all 6 of their meals on that second delivery. This one's getting all 15 on that second delivery. They don't need food for the first half of the week. You know, we allow all that stuff. Has the order number, customer name, delivery information, the date, what the status is, whether or not I got to pack this bag. Maybe their payment didn't clear, but the order was placed, but the system's going to know not to make any of that food or anything else. It'll know not to pack them. You could also have it set up so you don't even see that stuff. Meals, this is a drop down. You can get in here. We've got little icons talking about the different, to display the different, you can't see the one behind here, traditional. Gives you a little visual on, and you can add more to these if you want. Add diet type. Maybe you have a custom diet type. Maybe you are a health coach and you're like, this is my thing. It's not keto, it's not paleo, it's not Atkins. This is the Casey diet. You guys want to get on the Casey diet? It's delicious. It's nutritious. Keep you svelte. You could put your own diet in there if you want. Make your own little icon. Isn't this stuff cool, man? This is superpower. For you to get all of these different features, the amount of software, the different types of software that you need. I mean, we're only a couple tabs in. We've got a CRM. We've got an order system. Now we're talking about like freaking recipe management. Come on, we're not even halfway through. And this isn't even, oh gosh, there's so much. You guys better sign up. long story short is, as soon as you're interested, there's going to be some kind of link to some kind of a sign up to tell me that you're interested, tell me that you want to get not only information on the demos, but probably be signed up on this and get your business up and running on it. Check out that link. You don't have to watch the whole video. Once you're sold, we'll get into more detail. This is just going to be a skim through, but keep watching if you please. Here's some allergens. Here's the common allergens. They pull the recipes from the USDA database. So it's already got the macros, the nutritional information, all that. You can also add your own recipes. You can add your own allergens. As I showed you, you could add your own diet plans and all sorts of other stuff. This is so customizable. It's insane. And I know a lot of you will probably feel a bit overwhelmed with all of the features. I can't stress this enough. You could start at the shallow end. We could just work on the stuff that you need, build into the stuff that you want, and we'll do it at the right pace so you don't feel overwhelmed. But I assure you, this is much less overwhelming than having to get MailChimp and I'm not going to even get into all the different softwares that this replaces because I'll just get off on a tangent. We're already 11 minutes in. All right, ingredient management. As I said, they're pulling this stuff from the USDA database. You could pull this stuff in as well. You could put your own ingredients in there. If there's a spice mix that you use, or if there's a specialty item that the USDA database doesn't have yet, you're able to put that stuff in there yourself. But it also makes it way easier to know that they've already got thousands and thousands and thousands of ingredients with all of their information already in here. You can add allergies. If there's an ingredient that you add here, and you know, I might want to add some nut allergies here. These don't have it. Again, this is dummy data. It's got 3 ranch dressing. I don't know what that is. Sounds like ranch dressing. I don't know what the 3 is for. It's 3 different ranches, a combination of Paul Newman's and Kraft and something else, and mix it up. That's an interesting recipe. Not really. Put in dairy for that bad boy. And in case you're allergic to the awesomeness that ranch dressing is, you might want to put in a new allergen of awesomeness. Just kidding. Bananas, banana. Look at this. It's got everything. You guys know what ingredients are. We don't have to get into that. Meal management. And we get pictures of the ingredients. We got pictures of the meals. We got the descriptions. This is great for plating. When you want to grow your business, and you, especially some of you I'm speaking to, you guys are still chefs. You guys are still in the kitchen. I got to get you out of the kitchen. You're worried about the food tasting the way you get it to taste. You gotta get that systematized. You gotta get that recipe down. You gotta get those techniques down. Plating is another thing. People are worried about, the love going into the food, and people eat with their eyes. So they're going to see it on the plate first. Hopefully it survived delivery. Didn't get too tousled around. But plating is a big concern of yours. If you're going for high caliber stuff, you can get a uniform plating sequence down, take a series of pictures where it's like, okay, here's the bed of rice. This is how I put it down. It's this many ounces. Do it this way. Here's the first picture. Here's the way the protein lays. Here's the way I lay the veggies off to the side and do them this way. You can get all that down and have the finished product to show. Here's the steps, 1, 2, 3, bedding, blah, 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 all the way to sauce, garnish, boom, done. You have that finished picture there as well. We've got, so above and beyond just the recipes and macros and all that other stuff, we've got the meal size based on the portions. We can select which weeks we want this on. So you can pre-plan your menu. Our menu rotates weekly. We do a 6-week rotation. That's pretty common. I've seen people who do 12. It seems a bit crazy. 6 to 8 seems to be common. Some people do it monthly instead of weekly. Whatever your preference is, you're able to do that, and then you can actually schedule out the weeks that those items appear on the menu. So you can set it up so you don't have to do this mad dash with a little bit of pre-planning. You can set it up so the menu is just automatically coming out. You don't have to do that mad dash every week and get, let me make sure I get the menu entered and I get all these macros in and everything else. Make it so you're only putting in the new stuff. Drop the low sellers, retweak them, put them back in the menu. 6 weeks down the road, 3 weeks down the road, automatically pops up. Got the portions as well. Some stuff you're not going to have portions on. Sometimes some stuff is going to be one size fits all. I recommend doing that in the beginning because it's cheaper and easier for plating. You don't have to get different containers. Don't have to worry about setting up different portioning spoons or scales or any of that stuff. It makes it easier, but some people, once you get to a certain size, might be justifiable to have different portion sizes. Again, don't worry about any of the stuff that you're not doing. Don't feel like you have to do it. Keep it simple. I've got another video I'm recording later today about the good old keep it simple, stupid KISS model. That's what that's all about. But again, as complicated as you want to make it, this thing's going to take care of you. All right. Damn, I'm not even halfway through. Snacks management. So items on your menu that aren't meals, snacks. They've got bottled water and things like that. Again, look at all these weeks. I'm able to program which weeks I want it to show up on. Maybe I'm rotating. We like to rotate just about everything. That way you don't get sick of it. We want people constantly saying like, hey, when's this going to be back on the menu? Because that means they're not sick of it yet. No matter how good something is, people will burn out. So put the brownies on for a couple of weeks. We got these awesome low carb protein brownies. Put those bad boys on for a few weeks, take them off. Rotate through the different flavors of protein balls or energy balls, whatever those things are. We have a bunch of different flavors. So we always have some energy balls on the menu, but we switch through which flavors we use. In any case, just showing you how easy it is. So that's the last of that one. Let's go to plating, exporting the meals. Want to get a list created of everything that we're going to be having to do that week. And this buffer percentage is for an overcook. So let's say, and you have the ability to adjust this, and we're not going to get into it, but basically, just so you know what that is, let's say you want to cook, 2 extra meals for every 100 meals that you make, just in case something gets dropped or overcooked. Maybe it's a 10%. Maybe you want to do it as a percentage. So that way at 100, it's going to be 10 extra meals or 10 extra portions. And then at 200, it's 20, depending on how many mistakes you make. 10% is a lot. If this game's based on profit of pennies. You don't want to get into 10% overcook unless you have a way to sell that. And this also has that built into it as well. I don't know if I'm going to mention that because that might overwhelm you. Plating operation. Again, guys, this is made specifically for the meal prep game. So look, we got the tags, the diet types, how many have been completed, how many we need. Look, nothing's been plated yet, so nothing's checked off. Once it's checked off, we're short big time. You owe me some more almond crusted chicken tenders, baked sweet potato fries. So it tells me what's been plated, what's done, what still has to be done. This is great. Bulk labels. You guys like labeling your food, right? I know it comes up a lot in Meal Plan Mafia. Everyone's talking in the group about labeling, how to label, how to make the labels easy. One of my consultations earlier this week was actually, that was one of the questions we were discussing, labeling, taken care of for you. Packing. Let's get into the packing section. All right, it tells us what needs to be packed for who, how many meals. The chef's choice is an option where that's, a lot of people use that term, chef choice, where you pick meals. That's what I was referring to earlier. When you let the system pick for them, you don't have to physically go in there and pick it for them. It's going to pick around their dislikes. It's going to pick around their, allergies. It's going to pick the right amount of meals for the different days of delivery. Again, if you do 2 deliveries a week, you want to make sure it's, let's say 10 meals a week, Monday through Friday, lunch and dinner. That's the most common order for the basic person. They're figuring out their own breakfast, but lunch and dinner Monday through Friday are a pain in the ass. So that's 10 meals. But you don't want 5 and 5, right? You want 6 and 4 because, if you're delivering Monday, Thursday like we are. So 6 on Monday, because that's 2 for Monday, 2 for Tuesday, 2 for Wednesday, 6. And then on Thursday, they just have to worry about Thursday and Friday meals. So deliver in the morning, you got 2 for Thursday, 2 for Friday, 6 and 4. We want to make sure that split is accurate so that if the machine, if the system picks for you, it's picking the right meals, the right amount of meals for the right days, everything else. Maybe you don't do the second delivery. Maybe you just do the first delivery. You need all 10 of those on Monday. I need to know that because the next guy isn't like that. So having all that built into the system makes it beautiful. Then here, we've got a fail safe to make sure that that's done. Number of meals picked, the portions, letting them double check. This is beautiful. That's the last for that. Get over here, talking about route optimization. Get these routes out, assigned to the delivery drivers. Make sure that they are the shortest possible routes, so they're getting done as fast as possible. Whether you pay by the mile or by the drop or a combination of both or by the hour, you're still going to want to make sure that your guy is as fast and efficient as possible, even if it's not costing you more money for him to take a longer amount of time. You're going to want to make sure that, like, let's say you're paying them by the drop, you don't care how long it takes them at that point because you're still paying them for 24 bags to be dropped. Well, you're still going to want to make sure that he doesn't hate his job and that he's doing 24 drops as fast as possible, making sure that all the food's still arriving at the right time. So route optimization is key. If you're not doing it, you're dum-dum. You can export the orders, go into another system if you want to. And we got reports. And a lot of this is customizable. So even the reports and things like that, it's all customizable. Now, I'm not going to get any deeper into this. This does get a lot deeper. It allows you to tie in with Uber Eats and Grubhub and operate as a different brand if you wanted to. The ghost kitchens are a very popular thing. If you have a place to manufacture food, whether it's a restaurant kitchen or a commercial kitchen, you're able to run multiple brands out of there, test different concepts. One might be sushi delivery, and all you have on your menu is sushi. One might be just subs. One might be a combination of it. That's something that you want to experiment with. By all means, this software and the other modules will allow you to do that. This is so in-depth and so well thought out that I'm still pinching myself that I've stumbled upon this and I've connected with these guys. So again, if you want more information, there are going to be tutorials coming. Sign up for the link, wherever the link is, popping up below in the show notes, wherever it is. It's a post, because I'm going to be putting this video in a couple of places, probably starting privately in the Meal Plan Mafia, because you guys in the Meal Plan Mafia obviously have first dibs on signups. This isn't available to anybody else. You guys will be the only ones getting onboarded onto this. So you guys will be brave guinea pigs getting the first use of this new massive, this is such a massive jump forward in the abilities of what you guys are going to have. Like I said before, I'm jealous. I am jealous. So sign up for the links. Stay tuned for more stuff. Again, Meal Plan Mafia, you guys jump on it while you can. As soon as this gets public, there will probably be a waiting list because we can only enroll so many people at a time. There's development, sign up, and all this other stuff that we got to jump through. But this thing is insane. There's really no limitation to this. I don't care how big or how small your company is. You can use this. I'd say anyone bigger than 10 members should get on this, because it'll make growing to 100 and 1,000 members even easier. There's marketing automation. I'm not even going to get into some of this stuff, but there's marketing automation. There's telecom. There's texting. So you got your own phone number. You get a free phone number that comes with this. You guys, and that's still not even half of it. I haven't even gone through half of the cool stuff that you can do with this. So if you're impressed so far, again, the links in the show notes, wherever it is, and stay tuned. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope I showed you enough to give you an idea that this is awesome, but not so much that it bores you. And I look forward to helping you guys get on this bad boy, grow your business, grow as an entrepreneur, and grow as an individual. Have a good one.